So, on to the next issue. We have ADC and Peter Obi. ADC is the African Democratic Congress, the party that has been adopted by the opposition coalition. Recently we've seen that the ADC train has been moving, and we've seen after some months delay, Atiku Abubakar has picked up membership card of ADC. Then we also saw Malam Nasir El-Rufai picking his card too in Kaduna State, and then when Malam Nasir El-Rufai was addressing the media, he said that they took time. They told the ADC that they needed to himself and Peter Obi were among those that took permission so that they will be able to address certain issues in their party. Himself is of the SDP, and he wanted to oversee the SDP, can oversee SDP participation in the off-cycle elections. So now the elections has come and gone, so he has officially joined ADC. There's no more reason why Peter Obi should not join. After that, the Advocacy for Good Governance posted a video on YouTube December 3rd, where I think it's a podcast interview where Nedu and two other persons interviewed Peter Obi.
Today, I'm a member of Labour Party.
Okay.
And I subscribe to coalition, ADC coalition for 2027 election.
Okay.
And I believe in it.
Okay.
But as much as I believe in it, I need to know the fundamentals that we all agree to respect. But in all this, there's still some fine lines that we need to respect, where things must be done properly, where we must sit down and talk about where are we driving the country to. Today we have what we can say unsigned agreements.
Okay.
About the presidency.
Okay.
Unsigned agreements about rotation of offices.
Okay.
Which is why this person will come from here, this person will come from here. All those things needs to be organized. The reason why it needs to be organized is that if you don't do it, you create confusion for the future.
The election is almost here, and you people have not agreed. So what time are you not going to agree?
Forget about, even if it takes us 1 week to agree. They do. If Nigerians wants this country to change, we can make a change. We can't just say, oh, we don't like what these people are doing, let them go. If they go, what is the alternative? We've done that in 2015, where we say, oh, let this man just go. And he went. Oh, 2023, let this man just go. So we now have to be clear. What are we getting? Can we trust those who are going to try this vehicle? And we must try to see how we can give Nigeria the alternative that will come with competence, come with a character. We need a new driver with competence, character, capacity, commitment, and compassion to drive these new vehicles. Because it's important.
So, Peter Obi is the key opposition figure, and it was interesting to hear what anytime he's been interviewed, the issue of politics always come to the fore. So, where Peter Obi was asked about if he's still a member of the Labour Party and whether it's to join the ADC. So Peter Obi said, yes, he's still a member of the Labour Party. So, and that he talked about a couple of things. So he mentioned a couple of things, one of which was that he said he respects the leaders of the ADC, David Mark, and other respected members of the ADC, including Atiku Abubakar. So he said he respects the leaders of the ADC and the stakeholders. But he said that there need to be new ideas, that Nigeria will trust, and that the issue should be about competence, character, capacity, commitment, compassion, which is like a repeat of his campaign slogan in 2023, you know. And so when he was asked that if he is in the ADC and he fails to win the tickets of the ADC, what will happen next? What will he accept? You know, he said that I'm not said that I'm not desperate to be president, but I'm desperate for Nigeria to see Nigeria work. That's what Peter Obi said. I'm not desperate to be president. I'm desperate to see Nigeria work. So he now said that that's for the ADC, that there are unsigned agreements about the presidency, unsigned agreement about rotation of offices. And he said that if you don't organize these things, you create confusion for the future. So what he implied was that there are unsigned, it's not signed, it's not written, unsigned agreements which they've agreed on the issue of presidency and on the issue of rotation. So Peter Obi is suggesting that these things need to be organized and I think penned down, and maybe signed, to say, okay, the ADC would rotate would zone the offices to this place. Then after this place, it will go to this place, a form of rotation, but that they have just unsigned agreements. It has not been penned down, So Nedu asked Peter Obi whether the elections are almost here and people have not agreed. So when are you going to agree? So Peter Obi said that forget about that. That it can even take 1 week to agree, And he went on to say, if Nigerians want this country to change, we can make it change. It doesn't matter how and when we started. So here we see Peter Obi stating that there are unsigned agreements. They've not really agreed, So it implies that Peter Obi is still taking his time, still waiting on what ADC will do. Because according to him, the agreements they've had are unsigned. And when you have unsigned agreements, it can easily be denied. You can just say, we just verbally agreed. Nothing was put on pen and paper. So Peter Obi wants that. So he wants to see that the issue of rotation is settled and probably zoning is settled before throwing his hat in the ring. And he said there is still time for that to be done. And that could happen within a month, within few months, and so, And then the panelists were like, will there be enough time for if these things are not done on time? So, and then Peter Obi said, when Nigeria wants things to change, it doesn't matter how and when. When Nigerians are ready they are ready and they want this country to change, they can make it happen, and it doesn't matter how and when that is. So that is interesting because ADC has been waiting on Peter Obi. He is the kind of last man standing. Amaechi has thrown his hat long ago into the ADC ring. Atiku Abubakar recently, El-Rufai, So Peter Obi seemed to be the last. I think Peter Obi then Kwakwaso of NNPP. We don't know yet whether Kwakwaso will join APC. The rumor is that he's going to join APC, or if he will remain in NNPP or go to ADC. We don't know that yet. So now, in response to this, the ADC spokesperson, Bolaji Abdullahi,